What's up everyone, it's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you guys for subscribing to the new car channel, and if for some reason you don't know who I am, my name is Ryan Russo. I run the bodybuilding channel called Ryan Russo. I know, super creative, it's just my name. But I've been documenting, exploring and documenting enhanced bodybuilding and showing the truth in bodybuilding, and if that interests you, I will link that channel down below, but that's my main channel. This is just a spin-off channel because I'm really into cars. I'm a car enthusiast. Again, I'm not an expert on cars. I don't know a lot about cars. I know the basic stuff about cars. I'm not like some crazy mechanic. I'm not super knowledgeable. And that's the reason why I made this channel, because I'm sure there's a lot of super knowledgeable people who watch me for the bodybuilding stuff and are probably mechanics or have owned a bunch of cool cars and know a lot. So that's why I'm doing the car channel, and just something different and not bodybuilding related. This is not my first car. This is the first car that I've had a say in getting. I've picked out myself. My first car was a 2002 Subaru Forester that was given to me by my grandparents so I could commute back and forth to college. Sadly, that car bit the dust and is no longer with us. I think it was trash compacted because it was traded in for my dad's new Jeep. So I was without a car for a couple months, so I really started looking for a new car, and I wanted to get something, a performance car. You know, as a car enthusiast, I love watching all these car YouTubers, and I thought, again, I'd find a car that was cool within my price range to get. So I just want to go out on a limb and say what I was looking at. So I was looking all across the board, from German to Japanese to American. So I'm not strictly a Mopar guy. I do love the look of this Charger. I love the look of the Challenger, but I like all types of cars. I was looking all across the board in Pittsburgh. And in Pittsburgh, it's very hard to find a good used car on Craigslist. I'm gonna be completely honest. So I found this Charger in Washington, D.C., and I had the craziest deal for it, and I'm gonna go over the car in a second. But man, if you guys are from Pittsburgh or Pennsylvania, look right outside Washington, D.C. There is so much competition, so much wealth there, that you can probably score a car for like $5-6 grand less. So that's where this car was found. So I just want to say, all my local subscribers, that I did not find this car in Pittsburgh, and it is extremely rare car, and I can't believe I found it. I was looking at Mitsubishi Evos. That's been a dream car for me of a long time, but I just could not find one that was not beat to shit in my price range. Again, a lot of the nicer used Evos were in the 25-30 range, way out of my price range. Man, I was looking at WRXs and STIs, and it's the same thing. Like, if you're gonna buy a used WRX with someone beating the absolute shit out of it and is sick and tired of it and wants something faster, so you're just basically buying someone's beat up fucking car. I started looking at Chargers, and specifically I was looking at police models, because police Chargers, as I'm about to go over, have a lot of cool components on them that the regular Chargers don't have, and the Chargers RTs don't have. But again, it's like the same thing. A police officer doesn't give a fuck about his car. He's gonna beat the piss out of it. He's gonna chase people. He's gonna floor it around. He's gonna go 100 miles on the highway. He's gonna slam on the... It's his work car. It's just like a work van. Okay, when I drove my work van for my internship, I didn't give a fuck about it. When you rent a car, you don't give a fuck about it. It's the same thing. So it was very tough for me to find a Charger in my price range, again in Pittsburgh. So in DC, I swear, I was about to log off my computer. I was done looking at cars. I've been trying to find a car for months now, because I'm extremely frugal with my money. Like, when I go out to buy something big, like this camera, again, I bought the best camera I could possibly get, so I would be satisfied with it. And when it came to something, again, like a car, with something I'd have to make payments on, something that, again, I was going to have for a long time, I really wanted my money to go a long way. And I think you guys will be pretty impressed with the condition of this Charger and what this Charger is. So without further ado, let's look at my car. So this is it, a 2013 Dodge Charger police pursuit package with the civilian blend-in trim. So right off the bat, it's extremely rare. I'm pretty sure you can only find these around DC because these are made for the FBI, CIA to blend in, and I've never even seen one with the civilian trim like this. But again, I know on my YouTube video for the bodybuilding channel that someone said there's no HEMI badge on it. Is it a V6? And you got, sorry, I'm looking through the camera and probably look stupid grabbing that door handle, but it is not. It is the HEMI, because again, this is a performance car channel, not just some regular car channel. So as you can see, that's one big ass V6, joking, 5.7 liter V8, making around 375 at the crank. So right off the bat, it is not a V6. And with the police pursuit package, you get a bunch of different idle cooling systems. Again, these cars were designed right off the bat to be beat to shit. So you get a bunch of different engine cooling because these cars were designed to idle forever. Another thing you get is a humongous oversized battery, and that is located in the trunk. And you also get, again, I don't know if you guys can see it, but a humongous high performance alternator, because again, this is a police car designed to run all the police computers and such. So right off the bat, you get two high-end components. Another thing you get with the police interceptor package is this suspension. Okay, when I was looking at this car, I was like, yeah, this car is gonna handle like a boat. I mean, look at this thing, it's fucking huge. It's like bigger than my dad's Jeep Cherokee. Like, how can this thing handle well? But this thing handles scary well for the size of the car. Again, massive trunk. You guys can see, absolutely humongous trunk. That's my first bolt on. Again, this car is not going to stay stock for long. This is a car channel. It's my first bolt on. My exhaust comes in today. Again, with the Charger police package, it looks, there's no HEMI badge, there's no RT trim. And you guys can look at that plate all you want. It's a template. I gotta go to the notary and switch my plates. You get the aluminum alloy wheels. Again, this is not like the cheap plastic. This is real metal, and there's a humongous scratch there, but who cares? Those are real metal, believe it or not. Here is the interior. Okay, let's turn up the ISO a little bit. So, police model, how to tell right off the bat that you're getting a police model is the column shifter. Again, when you're a police officer, you don't want to be fucking around. You got a gun there. You got to be able to get out of the car. Column shifter. Shifter is completely out of the way. I have the little screen with the Bluetooth audio. I got the climate control. All that. I wasn't really looking. Holy shit, that is annoying. I was really looking at the engine, which is no slouch. The big thing was the price for this car was just unbeatable. Look how many miles are on this car. Can you believe that? 28,000 miles on this car, and I bought it with 27. I drove it all the way back from DC, and if you guys are following the channel, I drove it all the way out to basically closer to the middle of the state. Again, you can also check the idle hours of this time. I have to go get an oil change. You can also check the idle hours. 83 idle hours. That is nothing for this car. This car, I have no idea. So 83 idle hours, 28,000 miles on it. And I will disclose the price. It's around 18 grand. Yeah, this car's price was absolutely unbeatable. Again, it's a cop car that wasn't driven by a cop. It was special ordered by someone who worked for Dodge. Alright, so that is the car. 2013 Police Pursuit. 28,000 miles on it with only 83 engine idling hours. Wasn't owned by a cop. Didn't have the shit beat out of it. 375 crank horsepower, 5.7 liter HEMI V-8. What's more to ask for? Amazing deal, around 18K I paid for it. Again, amazing deal. If you guys are from the PA area, I highly recommend you look right outside of DC and see if you can score yourself your dream car at a much lower price. Again, if I bought this in Pittsburgh, I'd pay at least, I'd say 23, 24, 25 for that car, just because of the miles. And it's spotless. You get the blend-in package with the real ass rims. So that's the car. Again, what do you guys want to see out of this channel? Again, with YouTube channels in general, it really takes a bunch of videos to find what videos really work for the channel. So what do you guys want to see? I am going to be doing a mini build of it. As you can see, the first bolt-on is right in there. I have to take it in to get a PA inspection anyways, and I have zero tools at my disposal. So do you guys want to see me try and install it, or you guys want to see me just get it professionally installed? Again, it depends on my schedule. I'm an extremely busy person, so I might just get it professionally installed since it's going to have to go in the shop to get an oil change and inspect it in PA anyways. I might just have the exhaust and the intake slapped right on. I will go over the intake and the sound clip, and if I notice any horsepower gain, it's mostly for noise because it's an awesome car, but it doesn't sound like there's a big ass engine in that, and I'd really want to wake it up. So basically the build in my mind would be intake and exhaust. Again, I picked super high quality parts. I'm trying to keep this thing mint, okay? If this was a 100,000 mile police pursuit that had the shit beat out of it by some cop and I bought it for $5,000, then I'd probably just straight pipe it. You know, just for like 10, 20 bucks, have my friend just straight pipe it because he works in a metal shop. Not gonna happen. I picked a very nice exhaust. You guys will be really satisfied with the way this thing sounds next video when it's done. But after that, I was thinking maybe a canned 93 tune by that Diablo Sport. That's about it. I don't think anything else is really worth doing to this 5.7. It already has the sway bars and the suspension. It handles as good as a big ass car like that is ever going to handle, and it's kind of crazy how good that handles. Again, it's not handling insane, but this car is huge. Like, I'm talking, this car is the size of this SUV right here when you stack them next to each other. And this thing shouldn't handle as good as it does. It should handle a lot sloppier like a couch, but it rides stiff. That's what I planned for, but again, I'm open to new ideas. This channel is more going to be about me getting into the Pittsburgh car scene as well as me doing a bunch of cinematography around cars. And the main reason, again, why I did it is because my friend is getting a humongous Stage 3 STI done, and that is going to be sick. And I'm going to use the drone, I'm going to use the A7S you guys are watching me on to make an absolutely sick competitive video, and I think that'll turn out well. But that is my car. Comment your thoughts about what I should do to it below. Cosmetically, I have a love-hate relationship with all the chrome on it. I think it looks good right now in the sun. But part of me just wants to black it all out. But what do you guys think? You guys like it? Comment down below.